Premier, with the WorkSafe policy now in place that could close down businesses, what support is your government going to put in place for those workers who can't go to work? They don't qualify for the federal sick day program. You promised a provincial sick day program that would fill in gaps. We still don't have that. So what are you going to do to help these workers that don't qualify if they're forced to remain home? Also, overall, those workers that are forced to remain home because they are worried that they may have COVID or have shown symptoms that haven't specifically been asked to isolate, so therefore, again, don't qualify.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Richard. There's a whole host of different categories in that question, so it's challenging for me to give you a direct answer. But I have been in touch with Minister Freeland, the federal finance minister, talking about the CERB program, which is still in place to help workers that are displaced because of COVID-19. And of course, circuit breaker is a good example of that. So those workers are eligible for CERB. For those who are staying home because they feel that they may be putting their colleagues at risk, I applaud them. And there is a federal program in place. We will have budgets on the 19th and 20th, one federal, one provincial, where we hope to see new programs to make sure that we're meeting that challenge. But it's important that we continue to raise these issues. Workers, businesses, public servants, and of course, elected representatives with other orders of government to make sure that we clearly understand how important it is to give people the protections that they can make the right public health choices without compromising their economic viability with their families and in their community. So, critically important issue. I believe there are appropriate programs in place, and as we look at the last number of months of COVID-19, I'm confident that we're on the right track. But if we need to amend, we have two budgets ahead of us, and then the rollout of those documents into May.
Follow up, Richard?
So let me be super specific then. I'm sorry I was too broad there. So WorkSafe BC closes down a business because of an exposure. There's somebody there who has not tested positive for COVID or been asked to isolate. Either they weren't at work. What support does someone like that receive, considering they don't qualify for any programs that exist?
As I understand it, those workers would be eligible for CERB based on conversations I had with the federal finance minister late last week. If as a result of the circuit breaker, or if as a result of an outbreak in an industry within British Columbia, if workers are said that they need to go home, they are immediately eligible for the CERB program, and they should be kept whole that way. I was trying to respond to the specific paid sick leave issue, which continues to be one that's in flux. The federal government took the leadership on that. They haven't delivered the program that many in the workplace had envisioned. And again, I raised those issues with the federal finance minister, and they're going to continue to make sure that they refine those programs so that people can feel safe economically and with respect to their personal health.